Hi. In the 2022 edition of the HCL International Bridge Tournament, one of the highest prize money tournaments in the world bridge calendar, I was the editor of the daily bulletins. On one of the days, apart from the official photographers, there also was a video team at the venue. They asked me if I wanted to avail of that facility. I took that as a good opportunity to record the thoughts of some prominent bridge players and officials. There was a limited window, both in terms of availability of players, many being busy in play, and resources, time, space, mics, cameras, and so on. However, I managed to interview 5 players officials. It took a good deal of time, weeks in fact, for me to get, check, and process the big video files on my laptop. Finally, this week, I was able to produce a satisfactory output. The 5 players were Hema Devra, Vice President of the Bridge Federation of India, Puja Batra, Joint Secretary of the BFI, and the chairwoman of Finance Committee, Subhash Gupta Guruji, a Grandmaster and a double international, having represented both Canada and India in various international tournaments, K. Venkatraman, Dadi Venki, a Grandmaster who has represented India on many occasions, and Dr. Walia, 92 years young. These were the 5 players we filmed. Dr. Walia has lived and played serious bridge in many countries. He was an organizer, a director, a capable scorer when the computers were not in use, and a teacher in the 1960s and later on. Most importantly, he is an analyst with a sharp mind and an excellent bridge player. As the year 2022 comes to an end, let us pay attention to the thoughts of these 5 experts. That will give us a good idea as to where the bridge is headed in 2023 and what more needs to be done to popularize the game. The videos themselves, as they appear here, begin directly with a question and end with an answer. So, let me take this opportunity to yet again thank each of these players who made themselves available on a busy semi-final day. I hope you enjoy the videos. What are the new developments in bridge? Are any clusters of strong players forming anywhere in India?
I don't know about the clusters, but yes, strong teams are forming, and that's good for bridge. Yes, for very selected few, but yet lots of sponsors are coming, and we are having good teams.
Are bridge tournaments being organized in novel ways? Have you come across any hybrid events that combine online and on-ground platforms?
Well, during the COVID, we did have online tournaments, but hybrid, which is half online and half live, I think was started, I think, last month. There was one which I really didn't participate in. I don't know the details, but I think they are the future because for bridge tournaments, travel and hotel expenses and air expenses are getting, a bit too high.
So the BFI is likely to take
and now during COVID, people are finding it really comfortable sitting in the house and playing bridge.
Are you satisfied with the bidding methods that are in common use today? Are there any groups that are developing and playing new systems, new methods like there were in the 70s and 80s? There were a plethora of new systems including Strong Plus, Pass.
Yeah.
What is your current view?
No, I think the systems keep developing and we also keep changing as per the requirements. And since now with the computers doing the dealings, we have lots of, distributional hands. So to cater to that, lots of systems are in place and evolving and developing all the time. I've heard of many systems like Phantom and Tiger and this and that. I don't know those, but definitely people are catering to the distributional hands.
Okay. Are we placing too much emphasis on law, ethics, and propriety, and too little on fun, frolic, excitement? What is your view?
See, there should be two categories of events. One where you have all the fun, but when it comes to selections and when it comes to serious bridge, you have to have, place points in place like ethics and law and everything else. That's what I believe. You can't mix the two.
Okay. So when it comes to ethics, would you place the onus on an individual player, or do you think association?
See, it is always on the individual player ethics. However, the scare makes many borderline people go for ethics.
Is bridge finessing out people with limited means?
I wouldn't say so. There are lots of people who are upcoming people, but yet the current expenses are a bit high, and there are some players who would have liked to participate but can't because of the means. However, I still think it is much better than when I started, because there are lots of teams which have come up and there are lots of sponsorship which have come up. So good players do have a very good chance. Mediocre players have some chance, and the others need to get up their game to get a chance.
Okay,
that's
thank
what
you.
I say.
Finally, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Yes, I would like to add that we need to promote the ladies and the junior bridge. Currently, juniors, because now it's a big part in the world. Women teams have always been very poor for India. I'm a part of the team, yet 7 years ago I had stated this, that if we don't do anything, the teams will always remain. Women teams will never progress, and we are still the same.